Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another game from the League of Dracula 2024. This is another quarterfinal tiebreaker as well between Fangs of Fire, number 3 seed, playing as the Hunters, and Terminus, number 11 seed, playing as Dracula. Pizza Wizard is in the chat. Pizza Wizard hype. And also hype because in the commentary booth with me, Roscoe is here once again. Hello, Roscoe.
Oh, hello. What a way to spend a Friday. Yeah, the last game between these two was what a match, what a battle. So I had to come back for the tiebreaker alongside my good friend Scott Sword. Pizza Wizard, hello, and everyone in the chat. It's always good to engage with friends of the community. So let's hope we have a good one. I've just had a message from Fangs saying, "Don't you leave early," and I say, "Don't give me reason to." So I'm commentating, so I have to stay till the end. So yeah, they found out my Achilles heel to having to watch the whole match is if I commentate, I can't jump off early.
And it looks like
Oh,
it looks like there's a different start here
yeah, yeah.
by Hunters. So what I can't see where is Van Helsing in London. Oh wow.
London, and he's holy shit. Okay, well that's okay. And he's got Godalming and Mina and Marseille, and he's got Stewart in Vienna.
Okay, and he's got found immediately.
Oh, and another hired scouts.
Well, that's useless. So I guess that's compensating for getting found so early, then the other ones get wasted, I suppose.
Right, so now what you want to do is jump on a hunter quickly before they supply, kill them.
Because the closest one is Seward, that's probably the one you don't want to go after.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh well.
Mind you, the last time he started Seward in 10, I think, didn't he? Or something, so it's like,
yeah.
at least a bit further away.
It's funny, it's throughout the whole tournament, Terminus has been quite, has been very sort of communicative with me, and he's clearly a very studious player, thinking about different strategies and stuff. And you know, I was saying, well, especially for this game, I was like, well, I don't want to say anything really concrete in case it goes wrong, and I don't want to be at fault or anything. But you know, there's different strategy. We were just talking. We were talking in very sort of general terms, like, do you put down a rumor vampire early? Do you leave the vampires to the end? Rumors, blah 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 blah. Right, and then we're talking about how in the previous game, it was Mina alone in Britannica, and I remember you were saying, "Oh, this is very unusual." And I was like, well, yeah, Fangs has done that for most of the league, and now suddenly, I think that's maybe why Terminus took so long to take pick his starting location, because of the setup was not what he was expecting, and then he got, after all that time spent thinking, he gets found day one.
I know, and it's unusual. Velona's not usually. Yeah, it's usually when you do that, it's like Athens Barry, Amsterdam Barry, nonce. It's like Velona, and obviously chose. I don't know what the other one was, but
Didn't see
it
it.
was. Yeah, so yeah, it's
But
unfortunate you get caught on the first day.
I mean, Velona's the right. You don't pick Athens day one because you want to go Velona for him moving into Athens, and then same with if you want to check Amsterdam, you check Brussels and Cologne day one, not Amsterdam, because he's not going to go to Amsterdam day one. He'll go after that. So yeah, somewhat unfortunate, but again, you've always said it. As Dracula, you're going to get found eventually.
Yeah, and you know what? It's okay. Really, I mean, it's the thing is now. The problem now is that you don't miss. Don't I wouldn't bother misdirecting Valona now unless he has gone to Athens and he's come back the way. But you could leave Valona now because the newspaper reports is like, yeah, okay, you're found now. It's more about getting a trail laid down. Maybe you do misdirect Valona, then you can use it as a trail. Actually, yeah, you might be able to do that instead.
Peace was also saying you could just go to somewhere else. He's saying Salonika. I'm thinking maybe even Sarajevo. You might want to move towards the Hunters and then move towards the coast later. And you could just misdirect Valona to bluff Athens. If you wanted to. Especially if they don't actually get newspaper, they're still going to be scrambling, trying to find that first encounter. And we'll have to see if Terminus wants to rumor it or not.
Well, that's what I was saying about the fact is jokingly, but not really. I mean, you could at this start of the game move close. I mean, you could be up and past Seward before they even start moving because they're supplying. So I mean, you could rule form 59 to Prague, and then kind of get up into Germany if you wanted to, and then they're obviously going to think, right, you're down in Baltica. You know, you can misdirect 59. So then Sarajevo's shown, and then forcing them all to go that way, and then you can Harlem Shuffle and go the other way. So there is I don't think Stewart at the moment has only got 2 items. So
Yeah.
if you could jump on in before any events come in, then
More if he jumps onto you. But is he going to though?
Well, if he jumps onto you, yeah. I mean, if he jumps onto you, you've got events that you can throw down so that you do some damage there. I mean, you can throw down your wolves and rats to be good at that stage, or a spy, because the chances are he's not going to have anything. He's going to have to dismiss one thing or the other. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there's another high crouch blood. Oh, well, okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, but then they're getting used early, right? They're not. He's not going to have them. Oh, he did go to Athens. Well, at least the high is down, right? So he can. I mean, the problem is now his next move is very telegraphed. He's going to go to Valona, well, unless he goes to sea. But I doubt he'll do that this early.
No, and I think yeah, I would miss it at Valona. Go back there because you're still, again, all right. They know where Dracula is, but they've still got to get there. They've still got to find him. Still got to supply. And he's still, they're still one job away from getting. Putting a rumours on Athens wouldn't be a bad move either. And you can try and get yourself up to Sarajevo to block Seward off. Again, if he's not collecting, keep an eye on what he's supplying. If he doesn't have good hands for events, I'd be tempted to try and do Valona, Sarajevo, and block him coming down the way.
Yeah, maybe you could have a bats or a spy or something.
Yeah.
That would be decent. Especially, I mean, there's a hide. There might well be bats here already, unless it's a bluff. But I think the issue is if he tries to sneak past Seward, there's a risk of evil presence and stuff, but also if Mina and Godalming are going to head towards the east, they're going to be going through Munich. So Munich's a bit of a risky one at this point. A Wolfram from Zagreb, though, is slightly different because you can skip over Munich. And you could you could go from Zagreb easy to something like Klausenburg. If Seward's down dealing with Athens, where you're in Klausenburg, Galatz, Bucharest, you go to Black Sea coast, or maybe go into Sofia and try and intercept Seward once Seward comes back across.
There's
quite a few options.
You could pinball and bounce him between cities there, and you could damage him. Then you could kill him between whatever the encounters you've got laid down there. I'm just looking at the discard pile. Actually, give Fangs some due. He found Valona with Rufus. Because if you look at the discard, Evil Presence, Rufus, then he drew the second hired scout, which was no good, and then he drew his final one. So he did a search as Rufus and picked Valona. So, fair plays.
Fair enough. It's not often that an ally like that would hit that early in the game, on day one. That's very impressive.
Has Terminus in his previous games, has he got previous for starting in the East then? There must have been a reason that Fangs thought, does he always start over in the East, or... I'm trying to think where he started in the last game.
Where did he start? He started Hamburg last game. Remember? He went Hamburg...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Strasbourg, Geneva.
Strasbourg, and then mucked around that way. And ended up going Zurich, Zurich, Vienna. I went around that way. We'll finish off in Iberia. He did at the very beginning of the league, when I saw more of his games, he did do some nasty stuff to Hero One, one of the other newer players. I can't remember how Terminus learnt it. Maybe he learnt it playing against, because he played against Spencer twice in the league phase. I think he saw Spencer doing the lair trick, and then Terminus learnt that and implemented it against Hero One, and it was absolutely devastating. Imagine Valona and Sofia with like double and triple encounters. It was absolutely gnarly. So, yeah, and I agree with Pizza Wizard, right? Because you've only got one hunter. I know the westernmost hunter, Mina or Gaddafi, depending on how you want to view them, is closer to the east, but there's only one hunter very close to the east, if that makes sense. I mean, they're not in Genoa, so they're going to have to take a horse move to Munich, or they're going to have to move to Genoa and then a rail up to Vienna. I don't mind this setup, but I don't know if I like it. I think it's better if maybe you've got Sud in Bucharest rather than Vienna. I don't know if I like Vienna start with this setup personally.
Yeah, I think the ideal choosing Central Europe, if I was Gdańsk and Mina, I think Milan's a better start than Marseille because Milan gives you that train access straight onto the tracks. Like you don't have to take that one move to Genoa or Marseille. So you could effectively get up, albeit or 37, you could walk to um, Venice and then you're back on the rail again. But that Marseille is just that one. It's that one line removed. If there was a track going from Marseille to Genoa, then you'd be like, great, I can get up to
yes,
there. You
but
can burn it. But that one diversion, if you like, throws out of kilter a little bit.
and it makes chartered carriage worse because you're having to take
Yeah,
two of your chartered carriage movements to get just from Genoa to Marseille. That feels really awkward. Unless you're going from
yeah,
Marseille to
yeah.
Vienna in one move, that's great. But yeah, I agree. It's a very interesting map design. The lack of rail there is, and also then the lack of rail between Munich and Vienna, and also you can get from Milan to Munich by rail, but why would you? Because there's a road.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
direct rail line to Venice from Milan either. The rails are very interestingly designed. I was playing a practice game early against Ondrazat, and I had Van Helsing in Paris with chartered carriage, and I found Dracula in Munich. And I'm like, oh crap, I can't get there. Chartered carriage doesn't get me there.
Yeah.
Even though they're only 3 roads away and 1 road and 1 single rail connection away, with chartered carriage you can't get there. It's very interesting.
Yeah, the Strasbourg Munich is a good one track. It forces hunters to either, do you burn a ticket to get there? If it's a white one, if that's all you're holding on to, okay, you can get there, but then it affects your horse economy. Or as you say, even with chartered carriage, you're going to have to go around the houses just to get to that one place, and you're passing the same cities twice just to get there. They're all in such a small vicinity.
Yep.
So yeah.
I mean, the thing is, it looks like Athens is going to be let go, unless suddenly Seward sends of emergencies his way. Maybe he goes to Zagreb, then sends emergencies his way onto Athens, and there's a full war to take care of the hide. But once he doesn't have a stake, he might have it, but we don't know. Mina has a stake, as Warecraft's pointing out, but she's not going to be able to get there in time. She's on the rail line now, but that's not going to. Well, Seward's not even moving, so that's not even going to happen.
No.
This could be a case of Dracula just trying to sort of speed run this almost. Get 7 points. Yeah, you lose 2 encounters, but only the hide takes away 1 of them, so that's good. And then you just try and throw down another Ruber token ASAP. And if you've surrounded it with bats and stuff, you might just be able to push all the stakes away so they can never get there. It's possible. I don't know if you have enough time to do that, but... Ooh. No Sarajevo.
Not Sarajevo. Okay.
Not now, but he might go in there today, maybe.
Yeah, it could be probably Valona, Salonika, Sofia, and then he's got that option of heading to the east to the coast or heading back up, depending on what they do. Yeah, I mean, even if Sud has got sense of emergency, he's still going to, he's got to, and if the hide is a bat, so he doesn't have forewarned, then he gets pushed back anyway.
Right. And at this stage, he needs renewed vigor as well now.
Yeah, I'd be. I mean, unless he hasn't got the movement, obviously that's fine. But I'd be risk kind of going. Well, I don't really want to give away 7 points. Stewart could have got down there, albeit it depends. And again, this is kind of the benefit of Dracula being found this early. The hunters don't have time to just, right, we found him on Thursday, but that's okay because we've all got fast horses and we've all got the tools and we can jump on him. At this stage, it's like, okay, we know where he is, we can see him, but we can't do anything to jump on him. So there's that balance of what do the hunters do? And again, you might have to let Athens go just through necessity.
You see that a lot with newer hunter players where they find Dracula really early and then they only supply once or twice and they go, right, let's chase after Dracula. It's like, whoa, are you equipped for this? And the problem is then hunters get beaten up, delayed, killed even. And then Dracula doesn't care that he got found on day 1 or 2 because suddenly he can escape his bat, wolf form, get through the net, and then suddenly, a week later, there's a full trail, and the hunters are not equipped to deal with them because they didn't supply for the whole of the first week. So, it's not great in a tiebreaker to be going, we assume 7 points down until we see what the vampire, assuming it's a vampire, it's not a bait. If it is a bait, that's very unfortunate from Terminus' side. But then if the hunters have supplied up, that's good.
Yeah, I think with the hide being attached, would make me think that the Athens is actually something that's going to, it's going to be aristocratic or something. Because if it was a bait, you wouldn't put the hide there necessarily and waste the hide on, a rats with rumours, for example. So I'd like to, but yeah, I think this is going to go. And yeah, I mean, you would take. The good thing I like about it is, if he gets 7 points here, it clears the trail, fair enough. But then he still has got access. He's got the wolf form. He's got full health.
Yeah.
What do the hunters do? Do they at some point they're going to jump in, and then it allows him to go to the oceans and jump back out? Rufus has been used, unless he gets a surprising return.
Yep.
So you could risk it and say, right, well, let's go 4 oceans or however you want to go about doing it. Yeah, and 7 points under your belt. Happy days, happy. And again, this is what I like about Dracula, getting to see his cards firsthand as well, because now there's less of that, I'll throw this down as a bait. It's like, right, he's obviously seen someone and thought, all right, okay, Athens is the start, rumour token, hide, job done. So,
and I guess then the only downside to him getting discovered first is, oh, well, the hunters kind of know. In this case, he didn't draw newspaper. Maybe he might have drawn it. There's a couple of little bits of movement, so maybe he might have got it. But let's just assume the hunters did not obtain newspaper. Well, Dracula's going to be revealing Athens anyway, right? With this mature. So it probably doesn't change the game too much in terms of it only be that the hunters somewhat have an idea of where he is, so Mina's been able to move up. Mina didn't psychic scan, by the way, which doesn't make sense to me, because you ruled out Sarajevo, but he could be in Belgrade. You want to rule that out, I think. She had a stake, which is now gone, and the way that the trading system works, Seward must have that stake, because you can't unreveal Mina's item. She could have another one. So there could be 2 stakes between them. Or maybe Seward gave her his stake and she gave him her stake.
Jesus Christ.
I do that. I've done that. I've had it where I've had a certain item revealed on Mina. I swap the same item with the other hunter, but then I reveal something different on Mina. So I suddenly, if I had a knife revealed, swap knives, but now Dracula doesn't know I've got a knife. Mina really wanted her ticket? Yeah, seemingly. Yeah. But the fact you should just put a yellow 2 back in the pool, the economy can't be that bad. As Dracula, do you risk going through AH? What's AH? Oh, Austria-Hungary, sorry, right. Trying to slip past Seward and Mina and Gadami, or accept going to Black Sea? Good question. The thing is, because the Athens thing's going to mature, that's actually going to free up a lot of space for him. We assume it's going to definitely free up Valona, and we think maybe Sofia, Salonika, but the fact that those spaces are freed up means he could go there right now if he wants to, depending on where he is. He could backtrack onto that coast, just depending on how he's done his movement. Or maybe he's on Black Sea coast, Sofia today or tomorrow.
The other movement he could do is if he's gone up to Bucharest and then done Galatz and hidden that way, you can misdirect Bucharest. Because typically the hunters don't check that behind the castle Galatz one. They look at either Valona or the coast. So if they go firing past him and check Constanta, he can then get to 28, and then you'll get to 58, and then you can rule form. Then that's, again, you're out of there without any problems. And I like the fact that Galatz or Klausenberg, if you're there, and say they had CG, again, you're kind of safe on 3 locations, which is why sort of end game. I'd always prefer to get Drac kind of finishing there, because if they have got CG and haven't played it yet, you've got that safety of, well, there's 3 locations they can't play it. So
yeah, I mean, CG in if you're in Klausenberg, a CG in Bucharest and then a Heavenly Host in Belgrade would be fairly limiting at this point of the game, especially if you are forced out of Klausenberg as well. You can't go to Galatz because then you're blocked in behind that CG token in Bucharest. So there is a bit of a risk involved, but I wouldn't mind it also because then if they did Psychic Scan, right, in Austria-Hungary, alright, but you could now be in Sarajevo.
Yeah.
Or
well, that's it.
Well, they didn't Psychic Scan, so you could have been in Belgrade last turn, and now he's moved in Sarajevo now. So you don't know what side of Austro-Hungary he's in. You might be able to slip past. Who knows?
I mean, you might not have even gone to Salonika. You might have gone Valona, Sofia, because Dario was checked when he was maybe in Sofia, and then.
Yeah.
I mean, what I'd be tempted to do is you've got all that space to play about in. Don't risk it. Why? I wouldn't want to try and go through the jaws of defeat there with Munich because you've got 4 hunters that are all there now.
Yep.
And you've got the whole space in Baltica just to play around in. With this, it's going to mature. You'll get your hide back, and then you can just sit and bait them into you. They've got to come to you because every day that passes is more beneficial for Drac.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, they're going to obtain the items that they need to do, certain things, but then if they're having to do with your trail, they're not doing with you. Okay, that's a good psychic scan. So you must be on Black Sea Coast at this point.
Look at it, because of their start location, they have had to move all around because of where he is. So there's still 12 cards in the items, and there's 54 in the events. So they haven't been spending a lot of time. Okay, 6 is nice. They haven't been spending a lot of time, supplying up like you'd imagine because of the locations. They've had to move. Like we saw Mina, she had to take 2 moves to get up to Vienna.
Yep.
Just to get there.
And Godalmi's moved 1 space. Van Helsing's moved 3 times, right? The English Channel, Le Havre, and then down to Marseille. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supplies they've missed. And also, Godalming did a day. I don't know if you saw that, and people in chat saw that. Godalming, Fangs misclicked and did a day trade between Godalming and Mina, and he said, "Oops, misclick in the chat." So that's 7 supplies that they are missing.
Yep. So that's worked out well for Dracula. He's got his 6 points. There's still 2, still 2 on the deck, the trail he's got to worry about. Does he throw a rumor token out tomorrow again? Just to put more pressure on? Because I think so, yeah. Because
why not?
They're just standing there watching. What do they do if they're not going to attack? Then happy days. Just have a little journey around.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we kept to stay away from the Black Sea.
Warecraft agrees with you. I think that was not on the previous. Not the point you just made, but the point before about in terms of you got a lot of room to play around with in Baltica, so you stay put. Gyro agrees as well. Munich is unnecessary risk. I mean, the fact they've scanned Austro-Hungary and he's not doing that, then that tells Fangs a lot of information. Gyro says, "I agree with the assessment from the Scottish James Earl Jones."
Thank you.
Tiebreaker hype.
I presume that's you he's talking about, Scott Sonia, dulcet tones.
No, it's all you, mate. Tiebreaker hype from Rookamania. Hello, Rook. Yeah, I mean, the game's going well. Dracula's got 6 points. Not as good as 7, obviously, but as Dracula, you'd take 6 points at this stage. Dracula got revealed day 1 thanks to Rufus Smith in Valona. So it's an Athens mature for the vampire. Hyde got cleared, Valona got cleared, and then something else got cleared. Maybe it was Salonika, or maybe Sofia. We don't know yet. Dracula can only be in Austro-Hungary today if he is there, because there was a psychic scan yesterday. Will Dracula capitalize on the lack of supplies? Good question.
Evil presence. Okay.
Okay, so not Klausenberg. Sarajevo is a possibility. I don't know if that's Belgrade's adjacent to Seward. I don't think he can be in Sarajevo now. Just because the number of spaces with the mature, I don't think that's possible. 6 points is not as good as 13. I can't argue with that. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah. Turn this up to 11. Reference here from... Oh no, what was... Oh shit, what's the movie?
You're forgetting your own references. Oh no.
Oh no, I'm forgetting my own references. Oh, damn it. Oh no, that's embarrassing. Yeah, so let's back to the game. He could have gone, unless he's gone kind of Klausenberg, Galatz, and gone that way back down to Valona.
Right. I don't know if I think because of the psychic scans, and I don't know if that's possible. That would have been nice, though. I think he's on Black Sea Coast. That's what it looks like to me. So we had... So what would be happen now? The Hyde... No, the Hyde wouldn't be slipping off the trail now. Yes, Hyde would have slipped off the trail now. So Valona, Salonika... Let's say he went to Salonika. Sofia, Bucharest, Constanta, Varna. So he could be in Varna now. Now the issue here is if Seward blocks Sophia, then what's Dracula going to do? Go to C or wolf form past Seward? If he wolf form past Seward, they might catch onto the idea that he's wolf formed onto Ionian coast.
But again,
That...
so there's we've got movement now on Godalming and Mina.
Yeah, and did Seward use horses to get to Szeged, or did he rail?
Well, he horsed. There's the three. So the three, yeah.
Oof,
Now,
they got 3 horses.
now you
inside.
know it. Yeah. Now, ideally, you want to be down sort of Salonika, Valona, and get down to get to see this move. I'd be risky. Okay.
Whoa! How? No, did he hide in... Is he in Constanta right now and hiding?
Oh, Spinal Tap. There you go.
Oh, yeah, I should have got that too. That's such a, heavy metal.
God.
Rock meme
God.
turned up to 11.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's the rumor token. Okay, this is good. Yeah, I just missed the last minute of gameplay because I was just staring into the distance, trying to remember.
Wow. I mean, things like this room token's going to get dealt with, but the thing is, it's a distraction. I assume Seward has the stake. But where is this? It has to be Black Sea Coast, right? There's no way he had enough time. Because he wasn't in Sarajevo, so there's no way... No. I don't think he can be back in Valona. I don't think that's possible.
I mean, could he have gone Sarajevo, jumped out of Sofia when it was checked, gone to Belgrade 28, and now he's trying to go along the top pile? Oh, no, he's not, right? Okay,
No, because
so
the psychic scan, and also Sarajevo got checked with Harker.
Right, okay. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, so he's holed up on the Black Sea coast.
I assume so. Do you take the risk and go to Sofia now? Do you wolf form now, but then you don't have it when you land from sea? Once if there's a renewed vigor, and all 3 could get onto him. Oh, he's not taking the risk. He's going to sea.
No, I think that's Those 3 hunters with fast horses, all they have to do is show the renewed vigor, and it's a whole world of hurt. So yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, there is a newspaper. Yeah. So the rumor token's in Varna then.
Yeah, that's fine. That's again. There's no Rufus, so that's okay. You're going to take minimum damage.
Yeah, you'd be able to move Black Sea to Tyrrhenian for the same amount of damage if Rufus was in play and you only left from Ionian. I'd prefer a longer trail, but then you're really risking... And even then, maybe you're not risking so much, right? Because if you stay a couple more turns, A, they might jump on you, but also, if they start dealing with the trail, then by the time you leave, there's not as much trail to deal with anyway, so... He hid in in Varna. Oh, that's huge, actually. If this is some sort of delay thing...
Yeah. A bat's back into Sofia?
Into Bucharest, you mean? That's possible. If there was I would have liked it if there was a fog here in Constanta, and maybe you hit Sud with the fog. Because either has to burn forewarned, or he's trapped for longer, and then you've got maybe bats in... Because the problem is he lost his hide card before. Did he throw down something really important like a bat? But we'll never know. That's the problem.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, Fangs against Valona. Yeah, I don't really understand that. I think that was impossible. Bats delays a hunter 2 turns. Yes, it does. Yeah. Bats in Constanta would be great. The issue is maybe he's thinking that Seward will search this at night, but I don't think Seward searches Constanta at night here. For efficiency's sake, you would, but you don't want to risk anything that delays the stake.
I mean, a fog in Constanta would be great.
If the hunter with stake gets moved away, this could be GG. Yeah, absolutely. And especially it depends on what Sophia is, too. Sophia's probably going to get checked tomorrow by one of the other 2 hunters. But once if it doesn't get checked, once if it's a hoax, and that forces through the other thing with, like, an earthly swiftness or something. Oh, he searched and he didn't use a stake. I mean, there is a stake in the discard. Is there any possibility that the stake got discarded? Oh, this is huge.
There was
killing
one hunter that discarded a stake. I saw when it came up. I can't remember who it was, but I was going to comment on it. But I saw that,
Oh,
yeah,
oh, you
one
should have.
was.
It could have been Seward. The stake that Mina traded to Seward, it could have been that
Yeah,
one. I
yeah, I think it
assume
may have.
Seward
I'm
has a
sure it was
stake
that.
and he wants to save it, but now he's in a fight with a new vampire. Could get an extra point. Claws is good. Oh! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Oh, that's not the combo you want as the hunters. Look at it. I am looking at it, and I'm clawing you to death. Oh god. Poor
Yeah.
Seward.
Look at my shiny necklace. Very good. Hack slash hack.
Literally rips it off.
Yeah, and then wears it herself.
Right, so yeah, Warehouse making a good point. As long as the number, from the Dracula perspective, as long as the number of stakes is lower, then... Oof, okay. Could have done more damage with a Mesmerize, but still, that's 6 damage to Seward.
Mm-hmm. At night as well, so he
At night.
can't use tonight to heal.
Nope. And then if he spends tomorrow healing, he's delaying getting to Varna. And what happens if it's a fog, and they get trapped in the fog before they can even stake?
Because there's still 10 item cards in the deck, so I mean the stakes could well be still there. You know, the event deck at 52 and the items at 10, this hasn't diminished in the slightest. So he's had to move these hunters around while Drax bobbing along in the sea. So all we know is that the 3 hunters on the east have got fast horses, great, but if they haven't got the items to get there, I mean, Mina's only kicking about with a... What's her event? A long night, is it? I can't read it. Good luck.
Good luck. I mean, it's definitely not inconceivable. If the 3 horses have floated to the top of the item deck, there could be 3 stakes buried, or 2 stakes buried at the bottom. It could easily happen. I don't know. I can't do the calculation in terms of the odds right now and what other things are missing. I mean, all pistols are gone. There are no rifles, no knives, no heavily hosts in the discard pile. So maybe it makes it even more likely then that the stakes are there. Unless there are all weapons at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah, I mean, 2 holy bullets, but again, the guns have kind of... The guns elude the fact that although there's no rifles, they're just pistols that have been delayed, so... discarded, rather. So it could be a holy bullets on one of them with a rifle.
Stake on Van Helsing? Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course Van Helsing could have a stake. Oh, it's only a spy? Oof. That's unfortunate. I mean, it gets rid of a weapon. I mean, but the problem is... Oof. Do you want to do that?
I guess he's thinking if he's got a stake, I might as well try and get a bite and get a couple of points.
Yeah, possibly.
Because if you leave it tonight, he just takes you and that's it.
Yeah. Is Seward going to move in now? I assume Mina's going to go to Sophia. Meanwhile, they're dealing with all this. Dracula's going to move into Terinian today.
Yeah.
He can stop in Cagliari, throw down another vamp, and then go Mediterranean wolf form. Are they going to be able to catch up in time? Okay, nice dodge. Imagine if Godalming doesn't have a stake, but has a heavenly host. But the thing is, they've got time to supply for the stake. That's the issue.
Yeah.
Godalming's just too good at supplying. I don't know if I would have ambushed with this Reckless. Maybe. Risky, but 1 influence is critical. Yeah, you're right.
If he stakes him tonight, ambushing today was the right move. If he can get a bite off, then that was the right move. If Godalming hasn't got a stake, then yeah, you would wait until... But he's been playing the odds as well. Look at discard pile and thinking one of them must have one. So you don't want to do no damage and then your Reckless gets killed anyway without putting up any fight. And there's a rumor.
I bet there's a heavenly host kicking around here. No?
Oh wow!
He must have a stake then.
He must have a stake. Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so the problem is now, because that's the issue with Hyde, right? It's 2 encounters on 1 spot, but it's 1 less location they have to move to. So you could have a situation here, depending on how the items are configured, all 3 of these encounters could be gone tonight.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if Seward has a stake, and Godalming has a stake, maybe Sophia is also a vampire. And Mina probably then doesn't have a stake.
Mm-hmm.
Fangs
So a
played
new
it well
vampire
on
was
Godalming,
born
yes.
to get the 6. There's been a new vamp played to get the 6 points. There's a new vamp. The Reckless is on Varna. There's a new vamp on Constanta. There's been no aristocratic, which doesn't do anything. So there's not many fighting vamps left.
Correct.
And he hasn't gone through much of the Drac deck either. So
too reckless, and maybe there might have been another vampire king around that got burnt because of the mature. We don't know. That's the issue. We're flying blind a little bit here in terms of what these 3 cards are. Oh, Suit's having to day heal. Oof.
okay, so he must have a stake as well, you'd imagine, or he's healing and then having to jump on, and then he's got time. It's Constanta, so yeah, he might be healing, try and get a stake. If not, Sister Agatha. Okay, well that's fine. You'll take that.
Better than Rufus at this stage.
Absolutely.
From Dracula's perspective. But if Hunters can get onto him, then...
What's Sophia going to do? Is it an ambush? Are you going to leave her? Okay.
Maybe ignore Sophia and hope it's bats? I think if there's going to be bats, it was going to be in the thing with Athens. I'm going to assume. I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if Terminus here has played very aggressive and thrown out another one in Sophia.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Godalming didn't stake. What is happening? Oh, there's a trade. Okay. So is this an escape route? Is that what's happening here? A vampire lair? A vampire lair. A heroic leap? Oh, it's only a mob. Okay, never mind.
Okay.
So is does Seward double heal because he's going to move into Varna tomorrow?
Oh, do you know what? It's a shame Sophia didn't mature. That mob would have hit all 3 of them. That could have killed Stewart.
Combined with him having to go into if he has to move into Varna, yeah. He might have died in that combat.
Because you would have. Yeah, that's a shame. But all right, it's damage on Mina.
Warcraft with the ninja typing in chat. If Mina dies and Sophia matures, it's GG. Oh, never mind. Oh, poor guy. Just, all the thoughts, all the possibilities racing. Oh, never mind. None of it matters.
The game beat me to it. It's all academic. Oh well.
No, but there's every chance there that Mina could have easily gone, oh, sod it, I'm just going to backtrack to Munich to get ahead of the trail. Godalming's still supplying. What is happening? Is he actually trying to supply for the stake? Did he supply that stake? He might well have done. If there are 3 in the deck, there's a good chance he supplied it.
Well, the thing is now,
Nope. Seward has a stake. Seward has a stake.
Right, so ambush now. Get a bite on Seward. You know he's got Crucifix, so don't Fang first move. In fact, Crucifix is actually, it's good to know he's got it, but it's also a pain because that kind of rules out Mesmerize or Fang on play 1, and he could just escape.
Yeah. So maybe you don't ambush with this vampire then.
Or maybe you just Fang play round 1. If he does play Crucifix,
then play double strength or something.
Fangs. Yeah, or double. If you've got double Fangs, just throw them both down. Try and get a bite, get up to 7 points.
He's clawing. Okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna. Okay.
Okay, here's a question because I know, no disrespect to anybody else, but I know, for example, we've got Pizza Wizard and Warcraft in chat, 2 very, very experienced hunters. Everyone else can pitch in too, but particularly for Pizza Wizard and Warcraft. Now, if you're looking at the position that hunters are in, let's assume there's a stake in Varna, so that can get dealt with. Do you spend the time to kill the Constanta vampire, or do you let it mature? Oh, another stake's been discarded. Van Helsing just discarded a stake.
Yeah.
Okay, Van
Helsing might be holding on to 2 of them. Yeah. The thing is,
Mina moved to Sophia last turn. She's now 1 space further back. No. 2 spaces further back from where she would have been if she just moved out and let Sophia mature.
Yeah, I think that Drac does a Cagliari feed hide, and then jump off again. And then you could rule from into Iberia or France. By the time these two chumps get back from the East Coast, Drac could be throwing other stuff down anyway.
But if you go to Cagliari and hide and feed, is that giving them too much time to get back and reposition, ready for a renewed vigor play when you will form from Mediterranean?
The thing as well, I think Fangs is going to be thinking, okay, there's a stake, yeah. Fangs will be thinking last time, Cagliari that he ignored is what lost him the match. So
Yep.
you could throw it down there with a view that, okay, he's going to have to try and deal with that again, because it's going to be deja vu if he jumps back on the same thing again. So you can start trying to play. And if he lets Constanta mature, then you're opening up all the three oceans again. So
As interesting you said that, Warecraft just said the very same point in chat. If you go into Cagliari and hide and feed, you can then go either ocean because it'll mature then. And that's interesting. Yeah, the whole deja vu argument, right? In terms of Fangs it'll be as a rumor vampire, but never mind. Let a vampire mature in the east, which you could argue is the right decision or the wrong decision. I guess it depends on how you view the game at that moment. I personally thought it wasn't. I'm not saying it was the right decision, but it wasn't the incorrect decision. It's not clear. I understand the reasoning of leaving. I think was it Sophia, the mature. I can't remember. The Cagliari vampire was the mistake, and also then even if you let Cagliari mature, there were ways he could have played it in Iberia, which meant Dracula wouldn't have won. But you're right, you're going to be start playing into that deja vu kind of thing again, right? Do I let this kind of thing mature? If Dracula goes into Cagliari, do I risk letting that mature again?
Yeah.
I mean, they could kill both. They could gang up on Constanta, and then you could stake the Cagliari one if they've obtained it.
Yeah.
And Halsey doesn't have horses.
To be fair, for Dracula, I wouldn't mind dismissing getting rid of my new vampire, because it delays those two again in Varna, and then you're only going up against Van Helsing and Mina, effectively where you are. So you could land one and then Wolf after that, depending on what they've got involved. I mean, the thing is, Van Helsing has been sitting, doing nothing but trading, which is kind of his what he's there to do. But he has been throwing away stakes because he hasn't been able to trade with anybody else. So there's 3 stakes now in the discard pile.
Yeah, he's landed. Where is this? We're assuming it's Cagliari, by the way, but it could easily be Venice. Valona? Is Valona a lair? No.
No.
Sophia is a lair. Oh, here we go. Is this it has to be a money trail play, surely. Oh, no, renewed vigor.
Okay, so I think, watch this now. I bet he'll be trying to... Van Helsing's going to... excellent weather to Cagliari. Or Mina's going to fast source it so they can do a psychic bond on Italy.
I think Valona would be pretty crazy given you got 2 strong hunters over here. I think that would be a tad bold, but it's interesting how you...
Well, you say that, though. You say that. Stuart's on 5 health, and you've only got 3 items. So, I mean, they're not as strong as they could be.
But the problem is Godalming can supply more, pass items over to Stuart. Stuart can heal double. I don't know. I don't like that.
If they go to Constanta, you can then just go up the coast while they're fanning about dealing with it. Or if they leave Constanta to get back to wherever they think you are, you can do Salonika. That matures, and then the oceans are all free again for you.
Maybe he's using
just a bit of mad, like Gyro likes to do. Yeah, alternative thinking.
We got all the because it's not been revealed yet, so we can hypothesize about all these possibilities of what he's done, and then there'll be a hide scouts in his Cagliari. But there's interesting. Van Helsing traded to Godalming, or back the other way. So is this a money trail? But then if it's a money trail, they can't get to Constanta today, or if they can, only Seward can go. I thought this renewed vigor was that they could deal with Constanta a turn earlier. Now Mina is just moving. What is happening? Is he going to go to Venice to check that? Nope, not Venice. Okay, that's my tinfoil hat theory ruled out.
Okay, go fish.
Need to trade X and Weather and use it this turn? Yeah. I mean, the best possible situation would be if you could trade X and Weather to Van Helsing and Money Trail onto Godalming almost simultaneously. No! If he Van Helsing can't X and Weather this turn. He's used his leadership ability. His trade is his special... Oh, is it?
No, calm yourself.
Oh, hang on a minute, though.
A trade is a trade. I can still now use an excellent weather as a card for like movement card.
How is it written in the rules? Is his trade ability counted as a special action, or it's an elevated...
Oh, he's doing
Okay.
Mystic Research anyway.
Okay, well, that rules out... that rules out X and Weather.
Strike that off the other fucking conspiracy.
Devilish Power, by the way, and Vampiric Influence. Nocturnal Visit. These are decent cards. There weren't actually many Dracula events in the deck before the thing before then. Trade is a trade. Interesting. Okay, that's interesting. So it's almost like how Charter Carriage elevates or amplifies a normal rail move. Leadership ability amplifies a normal trade, I guess, but it makes it different. Okay, so you can do a trade in the next one, Weather.
Yes. Yeah.
But you used Mystic Research, so it didn't matter. What a wacky renewed vigor.
Which is unusual because I thought he would have tried to have at least matched up with Mina, do a psychic bond. You know, her first move to Venice, then Van Helsing moves to her, then she psychic, and you just rule out Italy immediately because it's the only place he can be. If he's not there, then you know he's gone to Varna. Valona, sorry. So that's, you know, he's given him a chance. If he is in Italy, he's given him a chance to move around there.
Right. And the thing is, if he's... Yeah, either to move around, so he's not vulnerable to consecrated ground, and then if he's on Cagliari, you just give him an opportunity to hide for free and put out another encounter. The timing will be you can't put a rumor token on it, but maybe that doesn't matter. Nice Fangs.
I would have Fangs with the first. Would you Fang on the first move though when there's no?
If it's the only aggressive card you have, better than Strength probably, because Strength gets countered by Escape. At least you're doing 2 damage on the way out.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Godalming's jumped in for this, but Stewart didn't.
Oh, he's got Holy Bullets, hasn't he?
Holy bullets.
Oh, man. Maybe Terminus drew really poorly. When you see a situation where Punch gets used, you have to... Isn't there not 3 Holy Bullets in the discard pile? No, there's only 2. Holy Bullets? Nope, never mind. I got Pizza Wizard really excited there. No, all 3 in the discard pile. Never mind.
It's just like you've been on Blue Smarties all day. It's just like, you're like, wait a minute, I know exactly. Oh, fuck, here's another idea. Fangs, yes,
and there's the plodding. Oh, wow, he really misplayed the plodding there. You need to try to escape. But good Fang, actually. Really good Fang.
Yeah. Yep, get your health back. Lovely.
For shame, says Pizza Wizard. I assume that's because of the lack of the Holy Bullets, or is that because of Rookamania said Fang? Don't get me... Oh, it's because of the Holy Bullets. Okay. Sorry, Pizza Wizard. I should have looked at the discard pile before the combat. Thank goodness Strider isn't here, because I'm toggling the map all the time. No, it's not Blue Smarties. I don't need Blue Smarties. I'm in a really good mood, and I've got Earl Grey tea. Well, I had Earl Grey tea. I've drunk all of it all now. Nice strength.
Oh, nice. And you're co-commentating with Roscoe.
Exactly. And it's a Friday. Yeah. And there are 7 people watching. And it's League of Dracula.
This is what euphoria feels like.
Absolutely. Who needs drugs?
Who needs drugs? I know. They're handy, but...
Overrated.
Here we go. Now he's just used rifle, which is nice. Okay, dodge. Godalming's getting his balls kicked here, which is brilliant.
I mean, Seward's probably going to move in and 2-on-1 it. But then what you could probably do is wait for the night fight. And you could potentially even kill Godalming in that night fight, even if the vampire dies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is Godalming trying to kill this? Seems ill-advised, yeah.
What was that? So what was that point?
Oh, Peter was saying, is Godalming trying to kill this straight away? Seems ill-advised. Yes, I agree. Good.
Yeah, you're taking damage for that, and again, he's been hit there. But the good thing is, if Seward jumps in as well, great. I mean, this vampire now is purely cannon fodder just to delay those strongest
Yeah.
hunters.
If I'm to use a
And now
reinvigor just to
again,
kill that. Has Seward used
yeah,
1 or 2 actions, by the way, people? I think he hasn't used any actions yet. Okay, I think... Oh, I don't know about that.
yeah, I might have waited till night time. I think if you know the stakes have gone.
Oh, but
Garlic Reef.
if he cannot kill it in this combat, Seward can initiate a search with his second action, but because Godalming's already delayed, he can't delay again.
I mean, look, they're both on 5 health. In fact, all the participants are on 5 health here. So
Yeah.
it's just, Gadami's got his rifle because he showed that. Seward's still got his he's played Garlic Wreath, which is obviously makes you think he's got the heroic Heavenly Host.
Yep.
Or he's trying to bait you into claws
Just
with a rifle.
targeting Godalming here.
I
Strength
would.
into Heavenly Host.
Yeah, I would do that.
Nope.
Perfect.
Yeah, ding ding,
Take
round
that,
2. Oh, the Terminus
you
hype
tank.
in the chat, by the way. Okay, good knife. So should have blocked the knife, but, hindsight.
Yeah, he would have taken the 2 damage with the rifle, which is less, fair enough. But even so, 3 on Godalming, that's fine. Take that, you tank.
I don't think I would have ambushed there, because the way that Godalming was playing that, it seems like Seward does not have a stake.
Yeah,
So
I agree. I would have left it till night. And you know what? Yeah, even so, it delays a move for them anyway. So yeah, I would have just waited till night time.
Well, Seward would I think Seward has 1 more action. He does have an action, so he could have searched it. But, you're losing... that's another action, but you like, oh, well played, Terminus. Oh my god. What is it with these new players in combat? Oh my god.
I love this. I love this.
The peanut
night.
gallery's gonna go mental when they see that.
What's Seward done? Dodge? Yeah.
Vampire's dead. But that's 2 Heavenly Hosts for a new vamp, by the way.
Well,
I mean, he couldn't have survived that. Terminus did everything he had to do there.
Yeah, 2 Heavenly Hosts, but Godalming got his balls kicked through the day, which took his health down to the 1. So, I mean,
he couldn't heal tonight because he's delayed.
Yeah.
He has a chartered carriage, by the way, so he can reposition, but he's only got a rifle.
I'll tell you what now. If he's landed in Valona and he's done Salonica, I would jump on Sophia now, throw down layers, and just go, right, okay, you could fucking take these 2 boys out.
Especially because of the fact that now 2 Heavenly Hosts gone, Consecrate Ground is much weaker. Maybe you go for it. But the problem is, he would have had to land in Valona without knowing that those 2 Heavenly Hosts were going to get played like that.
Yeah, but then I think how weak they were. Well, I mean, they were still delayed, they were still supplying. You still had enough movement to get around them. And if he thought, right, they leave Constanta, which then frees up the oceans to move around again. If they don't, they're going to be stuck there. He could have, like I said, he could have gone up the coast, and he could have gone all the way up to Prague. If he'd landed when he wanted to. So, or rather, he could just be heading up there now. But
so because he ambushed, Seward gained 2 additional health. That's the only way out of that. Oh yeah, Gyro's right actually, because there was Garlic Reef on Seward. So yeah, Godalming should probably just dodge that turn, because the vampire's going to die no matter what.
Yeah.
Because of the timing of the Garlic Reef Fangs would have kicked in, and then even if the hunter gets bitten because of the Heavenly Host, the Garlic Reef damage would still kick in, I think. Yeah, the vampire would have died. I don't know about the feed. I feel like Hide would have been better.
Hide would have been better.
Because you could...
Although...
If there's a heroic leap on Van Helsing, you could really limit his ability to use it if he got 2 damaging encounters. And you just feed afterwards.
Yeah, the problem Drax got to look at here is we're only coming at the third week, so it's not as if he's got, he needs to hang around and then he can start getting his fury. He's only got the 6. He's played a lot of vampires that have been killed.
Uh-oh.
Here goes Van Helsing. Is he on Cagliari?
And the problem is now, you can always feed afterwards, but you can't hide now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why, you put a hide down there, all of a sudden Van Helsing's facing 2 items.
Because imagine if Dracula takes Heroic Leaf damage here, and then has to go to C, he's on 7 health. Then Wolf forms, he's only on 6. And feeds on the trail.
Yeah.
Mm.
And there's no trail left. Godalming's got Chartered Carriage, albeit 1 health, but he'll get 3 tonight.
He didn't ambush Cagliari. What's happening? Oh, what is happening? Is this no Heroic Leap?
Wow.
Is this going to be a dead Van Helsing? Whoa.
Mind you, Sister Aggie's in play. The Silent Assassin.
Yeah, you're right. Aggie is in play.
So we've got, well, that's fine. To be fair, you don't mind playing that on Cagliari because he won't be trying to escape his bat, so you don't have to worry about, or he won't escape it, he won't do 2 damage on there.
It's only the Fangs. Strength.
Yeah.
Oh, good dodge.
And again, if his Heavenly Host, I mean, he's not going to have 2. Is he?
Hey, Snuff. I think hide might not have been a good idea because it gives Sud and Godalming time to move back. Well, that's what I was saying before, right? I was worried about a Heroic Leap from Van Helsing or a planned ambush, but the fact he doesn't have either, then maybe the feed was a good idea. If he can beat up Van Helsing to a huge degree and take basically no damage, Dracula is in a really good position. But he does have a lot of time until 4th week. That's true. Van Helsing has to have a knife Heavenly Host. Has to.
If he kills Van Helsing, he's going to get 3 points. He's going to get 2 off there. 1, 2.
The 3 cards left in the deck, Warecraft. He might not have knife Heavenly Host.
Come on, Drac.
Strength. Into Rifle.
Yes.
Rifle is broken. No Holy Bullets because they're all in the discard pile. But that's 2 damage and a broken rifle. Yeah, the escape as bat isn't important, but you're escaping from the combat, which is still a good thing. Are both crucifixes in discard, by the way? 1? Yes, so there's no... Escape as mist is very safe, but you take 2 damage. But maybe you can just kill Van Helsing.
Yeah, I think in this scenario, I'd just be, you just go balls to the wall and just try and take the old man out. I wouldn't want to be trying to run away from him and give him time to, because then you're then having to move next, you're going to have to move next round. So try and take him out.
Plodding into escape. Wow.
Oh, well. Okay.
Not really good for either side, but...
No.
As the fact that Dracula took no damage, I'm probably going to say Dracula won that. But not greatly.
Yeah. The thing is, though, if he sits there, if Van Helsing circles and Cagliari is, say it's a bodyguard, and he's now got rid of a rifle, he's in a small village now, a small city, as I say.
Small village.
He's in the big village in the small city. He can't get an item. So I mean, bodyguards would actually take him down to 1, and then you dark call at night and kill Van Helsing.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe you
do. I don't like being this close. I don't like being this close to killing a hunter. Then you let them go away. It's almost like, shit. You got to just, you got to try and take them out at that stage. Albeit he's on 6. He'll heal tonight. You'd imagine. What's Godalming showing as his heal tonight? Godalming's card that he's revealed is Chartered Carriage and Fast Horse. Right. Okay. He's used the renewed vigor, so that's 1 gone. Is
he trying to bait an excellent weather here with Mina? I think Jack can just leave. Why not? I mean, Chartered Carriage with Godalming is pretty important. He can get to Venice, but that might then really sort of fuck up horse economy. I'm not sure. Van Helsing's stuck on Cagliari now. What if it's a vampire and he can't deal with it?
Yeah, I'd go to C. Yeah, that's it. Go to C. That's the right move. Go to C. I can now wolf form, and you can still far enough away from these 2 in the east.
Yeah.
Even if both, 1, 2, 3. Saying that, if they both got Chartered Carriage, they could get to Venice.
But the thing is, because of the situation with the items and such, you don't need to fear. You can even wolf them to Granada because CG is not going to be as devastating.
No, absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Oh wait, what? Why is he going that way around? Oh, I guess it's equidistant, so it doesn't matter, I suppose. Both Seward and Gadami supplied with their night action, so that's all the missing researchers, I assume. Yeah, that's all the missing researchers. Why didn't he ambush with Cagliari? I'm very confused. He has a stake. Okay.
He might have. I just there you go. Yeah.
Well, Vampire's not going to mature, but that's another stake burn.
Yep. Yep.
He might be able to stall, I'm just trying to think, like, from a Dracula perspective, get into Iberia, just throw down enough stuff, and try to hold out so the Mediterranean falls off the trail, so you can go in either direction, and then the hunters are having to try and find where you're going at the end of, more or less, middle or end of third week. And they have a potentially rumored token vampire to deal with.
Yeah, I'd rather be landing now in the Med, because the South Atlantic is a second note, it's more damage. Again, you are giving them another day to get closer. Plus, South Atlantic, when you go from there, there's only one way you can. If you land now, get the trail down, and then you get on the east coast, get on the west coast of France, start building your way up there, and yeah, get that trail out. Even if you could do some damage to them, then.
Also very interesting. The way that Godalming moved like that, he's not on the rail line, so he can't utilize his chartered carriage.
Yeah. You might not have wanted it from there. You might want to get to 58, and then you can kind of go north Germania, or you could go down.
Maybe, or try to get to Marseille and then chartered carriage.
Yeah, fast horses. You could, if you didn't have fast horses, you'd imagine you'd probably try and use it to get, just to speed that up. But I think, yeah, you want to hold it. If he's going to land now, I guess it can get you into, that could be the chartered carriage that gets you into Iberia, or a Nude Vigor.
Yeah,
you could go. Yeah,
he didn't even wolf for me. He just landed. Maybe he thinks he has enough time. Well, yeah, because of
Rufus again. He's going to search
Alicante, I assume. But the thing is, because Alicante is very safe here, because there isn't the CG tokens. Worst case scenario, he can put CG in Madrid and a Heavenly Host in Granada. Sorry for the lag, people. It's in my game. I don't know why my game's very laggy. But then, if he gets trapped, he can wolf form, right? He can wolf form to Santander. He can wolf form over Mina.
Have you noticed, though, this is a carbon copy of their last game, bar the rumour token Cagliari. Last time he ruled into Madrid. He left from Alicante. So now he's kind of moving it around. That's good, because he's got a trail in Alicante. He can now move again. Madrid or start moving, because Van Helsing's got to land.
Nice.
She's so nice away from Madrid. Yeah.
I'm gonna quickly quit the game and then reload, because it's very laggy and I don't know why. I'm really sorry, people. That's not the live stream. That is my game. It's not like I've got anything open that should be lagging it. So I don't know what's going on.
All right, I'll give you audio book. Don't worry. So here we are now. Godalming is at night time talking about his money, and look at my moustache.
Oh, Warcraft's questioning why Surviving Returns used now. You had the I guess if Dracula wolf formed, maybe you try to use it, but the fact it's only Alicante or Barcelona. And you can assume he's going to go to Alicante anyway, because then he's not within reach of Mina. Don't know. I need to go for a piss, so I'll be back in 2 seconds. So I hope the game will load for the people. If not, you'll have to take them through the audio-only edition.
Excellent. I need to be articulate. Okay. Well, nothing's happening so far, guys. Stewart is just pondering with Godalming. I'm not on YouTube, unfortunately, so I can't read your comments. If you post anything, then I'll get Scott sort of check out when he comes back. So apologies that I can't chat with you guys live. Great to know you're there. Okay, so that's been passed. Mina's passed. She didn't do anything. Dracula now. Is he going to wolf, or is he going to take one move? I think there's always option. You could look to wolf form. I think is Godalming and Stewart are starting to close in now. With they both got fast horses. They could be in Marseille tomorrow. So I think Drac wants to either get a layer down, potentially try and kill Van Helsing, although he's back up to his health again. Okay, so Dracula's moved. He hasn't wool formed, but he has moved. So that's the trail. We're waiting to see if any actions are getting played by the hunter. Have they picked up that second RV? No, but there's a speedy telegraph, which is now in play. So how's he going to work this? Van Helsing needs to watch what he lands on in Alicante.
Just speedy telegraph, not renewed vigor.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Van Helsing's blocked Barcelona.
Not that you'd probably go there anyway, right? Because he's not going to go back onto the Mediterranean coast immediately.
No. I would imagine he's gone to Madrid just to give him that option.
Yeah. But maybe even Saragossa, because it's a slightly better wolf form location. But I think Madrid's nice. You can go to any South Atlantic port. You can then... The fact he held the hide... Yeah,
and that was interesting. Godalming, I would have... Godalming supplied in Munich. I'd have been tempted to have got him onto Marseille. All three of them are closer to where Dracula... And then you could supply the next day. Like, movement is imperative at this stage. Or maybe maybe moving 3 is enough for him.
Warecross made the same sort of deduction as I have. If Dracula goes to one of the ports now, I'm going to say Cardiff just because it's predictable and is off the rail line. But let's say it is Cardiff, then Mediterranean's before Alicante, right? So it slides, goes to Cardiff, slides again, Hyde, slides again, South Atlantic, slides again, Mediterranean's freed. So all he has to do here is go to one port and hide, or just move to one port and then to another port, and then he can go to South Atlantic and know that Mediterranean is free for him. Especially if he throws down a rumor token as well. I think the Huns are going to be in real trouble here. I think they're going to run out of time. I think. I mean, anything's possible. We've seen crazy things this tournament, on just in general, over the past 3 years. But this is a good spot to be in.
Surprising return's been burnt to bring Rufus back to check Alicante. So that's one surprising return gone. If he does go back to sea, he's going to have to try and get another second surprising return to then... Oh, night supply. Hang on. Mystic's been used up, so here's a risk.
No. Gets away with it.
God damn it.
What was the... what was the whole idea of the speedy telegraph? What did he achieve with that?
Yeah, strange one. I don't know why he was... Why he must have something he wants to trade to Mina with Van Helsing, but then... I mean, he checked... Yeah, that's why he didn't check Alicante, he jumped there, but I don't know. I mean, he's not going to psychic bond because you know he's going to be in Iberia because he didn't rule form out. So, I don't know. I'm really not. There's been a lot of permutations of cards and results and fights and battles in this game that I'm... it lost me a while, but... Oh, hang on. Hang on.
Right, a lot... This is going to really depend on how... Has he been able to supply 2 Heavenly Hosts?
Yeah, this could be it. Maybe that's why Godalming did supply Munich.
Oh, interesting. Out of all the ports, that wouldn't be the one that I would choose. Unless he's got them all to block all the ports.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's there.
He's halfway through the deck, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Who revealed Heavenly Hosts? Mina and?
Mina and Seward played.
Imagine he's not in Madrid. Imagine he's in Granada.
Yeah. And then he hides. I mean, even if he's in Madrid, it doesn't matter. I mean, he can hide there now, and then these two, or hide where he is, and then these two are going to, the other 2 ports are going to drop off anyway.
Assuming, but then the problem is he's having to go to a port and the Huns are closing in. But if he's able to time a fog like we saw in the previous iteration, or conversely, if Fangs is able to time the forewarned correctly, then I think Mina did reveal a Heavenly Host. I didn't see who I keep forgetting, even though it's on the bloody screen. I keep missing it every time. I'm like, oh, consecrated ground, get excited, and then I don't see who's playing Heavenly Host. I think Mina did play one, yeah. But she's got a knife. Wait, where's the horse gone? Where's the horse? And Van Helsing has now got 2 items. What is happening? Oh yeah, because he staked. So how does that work? Does Van Helsing have horse and Mina has
Unless
a sense of emergency?
Or has he got a chartered carriage on them so you could jump? The thing is, yeah. Because if Sue's got chartered carriage, hang on, has Godalming still got the chartered carriage? Yes, he has. Right,
He
okay.
has. But there could be another one, though. Because
There
there's
could
3 of
be,
them in the
yeah.
deck. But the
I
thing
mean,
is,
Sue
like,
could get down to Madrid.
you're having to then also think, if he's got chartered carriages and a renewed vigor and double speed telegraph and consecrated ground, does he have things like forewarned? Has he been able to supply the forewarned? Or if he does have forewarned, does he have planned ambushes? Does he have heroic leap? Does he have great strength? He can't have all of those things. You're trying to ascertain what? You've drawn HH pretty quickly. Well, one was in his hand, so he managed to draw the other one. Maybe he Knight supplied with Godalming to get that Heavenly Host. But then I guess if Werker was saying that Van Helsing played it, then maybe not then.
I guess he's. Yeah, I mean, Santander blocked with CG is. You know, it means you can't move forward to Bordeaux, I guess, and try and escape that way. But
I don't think the CG token in Santander is the most annoying snuff. I think CG token in Cardiff is worse because if he moves into Granada, he's blocked behind it for the entire time. I don't like the CG token in Santander personally. Maybe there's a plan here. Maybe they got like sense of emergencies to block off Cardiff. Then yeah, that's a good play. He could even, if he times it right, he could even get back into Alicante and fog it and hide in there. And, well, misdirect Alicante, go back there, hide, fog, and then Mediterranean will be free and he can just go off that way. That's another way. Do you wolf form hide? Oh, that'd be quite funny.
That's starting to get a bit. Yeah, no, that's getting a bit too. Oh, Christ! Another surprise. Oh, the second one, right, Jonathan. All right, Harker.
Okay, so you know where he is now. He's in Granada. Oh no, he could be in Saragossa. Unlikely, but possible. So the question is,
then why would you not? Why would you not bring back Rufus, hold Rufus back and stick him when he goes to force him to sea, and then stick Rufus in?
Yeah.
He's wasted to find out. He's only been in one of 2 cities.
Knockout tiebreaker, wolf form hide. I mean, who knows? We've seen crazier stuff. No, he didn't go, right, so he's in Granada then. He rumored to get Alicante.
They are getting close now, though. He's not in a port, so he needs to...
Things he can wolf onto multiple places. Yeah. So the question is, do they have a sense of emergency to block Cardiff? Yes or no? That's really important. If they have it, that's really good for hunters. If they don't have it, then do they have then the forewarned for the following turn? Because by the looks of it, unless there's another renewed vigor that we don't know about, without sense of emergencies and things, the only person who can get into Cardiff or Lisbon, well, no, Cardiff, is Seward. The others can get into Lisbon. But because that is so damn obvious...
Come on, Drag, get a card. Fuck off.
Oh man, off. He can't wolf form hide now. Wow.
God. Damn it.
Damn it, he says. That's 2 now night supplies he's done and not got... What are the odds, by the way? Oh no,
there's 3.
Another one!
It's almost like, it feels like I'm playing as Drac now. It's just like, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, okay. Draw the hunter cards, that's fine.
There are only 8 left in the deck, by the way. So the odds are actually pretty good that he keeps supplying hunter events.
Well, fuck off.
Yeah, it's enough said. It's basically come down to what was happening in the previous game. He needs fog and needs to fog the right hunter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Problems with these 2 night supplies, he could have easily supplied a renewed vigor or something, or even the forewarned that he needed.
But you see, here's the other thing. Had he wolf formed to Madrid, he could have got to Lisbon now, and alright, it would have been revealed. Had he checked that, but then maybe not, and then he could have got a hiding and done the 2 fogs.
Yeah, but I think I'm wondering if Fangs held the consecrated ground for 1 turn because Dracula didn't wolf form. I think if there'd
But
been
then
a wolf
surely,
form, maybe the CG would have been thrown out instantly. I think. I'm not certain.
yeah. But I
I'm
mean,
making
he could have
assumptions.
had. He had Van Helsing and Mina. He could have then, when he landed in Alicante, he could have put down CG in Madrid. He could have blocked 26 in Alicante and put Mina into Zaragoza.
Yeah.
And then he'd be forced to move to Zaragoza, and then Van Helsing can jump on, and then you could have had a 2-on-1 anyway. So,
Now Mina's got
you
the
know, would that
horse
have been,
again. What is happening?
oh, Terminus misclick. You don't be Terminus. Oh, you don't misclick at this point, son.
Oh no! How can you misclick?
What did he do? Misclick and not move? Oh, no, hang on.
No, but you can cancel that. You can cancel misdirect, I think. I'm sure misdirect got changed that you can remove it. Well, never mind. Honestly, I actually don't mind the misdirect because it gives the hunters another thing to think about. I think you're just going to go straight into Cardiff here. That's unfortunate, but it could have been worse. I thought he'd done something like Dark on the spot. That would have been awful.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Do you? Ooh, he's wolf foreman.
No,
Ooh.
I would have kept the rule form because there's only, yeah, you can't really. Santander's been blocked out, which work now. Zaragoza, so really, yeah. I mean,
But maybe you don't need the
still be in
wolf
3
form
locations, but
for when he lands from sea.
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
that's what I'm
don't
saying.
need.
I
No,
would
no,
have
I'm
kept
saying you
that.
don't need the wolf form for later, right?
All
Imagine
right,
yourself
yeah.
landing all the way around to Ionia and he lands in Salonika. Who cares? There's no Rufus Smith to do damage to you, and also there's no CG.
CG's been played. Yeah, yeah. I guess so.
If Dracula can survive 1, 2, 3, he can get to Madrid.
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I don't think. I think he would have gone to a coast. So that blocks there. Mina.
I hope that when you see now Chartered Carriage game played, I hope that Terminus has not tried to fake him with a wolf form to Madrid. No, he didn't.
No. Good. 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 Right.
Now,
Sud.
Sud only has one event. So, the only way that the other two can get into is if they have Sense of Emergencies.
Yeah.
What's the odds that they have both? Right, do you
Does he
fog
pick
now?
correctly?
Right, do you play fog? I think you do. I think you take the risk. Oh, it was only a rat? Oh, man. Oh,
Oh dear.
no gun? Didn't he have a one in Constanta? What is happening?
Right.
Oh, there's one
there
sense
you
of
go.
Oh, is this going to be curtains?
They've got the heavily host.
I mean, Van Helsing's going to be down to 4 health, by the way. And I think,
Yeah.
I think he
that's
definitely has a rifle, right? He's either going to have to reveal it. I don't know if I would have triggered the rats. Oh, he has 4 warned? Oh, imagine he played Fog. Spook the others. Yeah, maybe. Ah, why didn't he play Fog? I'm so confused. Unless it's a Fog bait in Alicante or in Madrid. Yeah, the full one's very good.
There.
No, she can't get there. Okay, this is not over yet.
No, that's not the worst case. I mean, you know they've got heavenly holds, but you can work against that.
2 hunters can...
and
two hunters can
and
kill.
Aggie's in play.
I mean, I kill... What? Oh, yeah, Aggie's in play. Drag's on 11 health. I mean, I killed Spencer from 11 health the other day.
Right. Well, the good thing is neither hunters have played planned ambush or anything like that. So
no,
they're coming in with what they've got. So if you can work around this, get a couple of claws out the way, a couple of strengths, get rid of some conventionals. Even if they take both heavily hosts, you'll be at 2.
Yeah, but the thing is, you're gonna have to go to sea now. This is the issue.
Yeah.
Oh, hey a minute. What's Kadami's other? He has no event. Oh, you could maybe go to Lisbon and pay Fog, because the... Full ones
right, here's the combat. Stop looking at the map. Here's the combat. Goddamn Toggleton.
Oh, that's a knife.
Nice.
Oh, shh.
So it's double blades by the
Yep,
hunters.
double blades. Holy crap. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of
That's a lot.
damage.
Oh, maybe he didn't pick up strength, or maybe he was thinking they were going to go out and just throw down heavily host to try and hit it first time.
Yep. So I guess the question is
Because
now,
now,
has Dracula picked up a second Fangs? Are they going to play both? I think only Van Helsing
yeah,
has it, right? Hmm.
fangs into heavenly host. Nope, claws into a rifle.
That's a GG. That's GG. There's
Oh,
no way he survives that.
nah, that's
Wow.
it. Oh dear.
Well played. Both really good stuff all round. Oh man, one combat round just can be brutal. That fall was actually critical because it would have killed Van Helsing. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Fangs will be open for critique now that he's won the game. So that's he played the right things tonight. He didn't leave cards out and about. Yeah, that was going strong for Dracula in the East. He should have stayed in the East. He should have gone to Valona, like I said.
Funny in hindsight.
Yeah, or I think the issue not hiding in Cagliari. It could have been a difference. You could if you'd killed Van Helsing in Cagliari, then all of a sudden that's a
Yeah.
heavily host gone. If he was holding on to CG, that could be a different story. Imagine if he was holding on to CG and you managed to kill him. Oh,
Yeah, or forewarned or something. Yeah. He managed
I think
to he managed to obtain a lot of good stuff actually.
towards later game, but well. So now tell us, Scott Sword, who are you going to be playing in the semi-finals?
Oh, well, looks like I'm playing Fangs.
Whoa! Boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
there's the winner of this one. So, yep. Taking notes. So we'll see. Seward didn't reveal that rifle to hide it for the combat. Yeah, no, that's true. Yep. I guess also because Seward, he had more health, he had a sense of emergency his way in. Oh, no worries, enough. Have fun with work. Yeah, really
See you later,
close.
stuff.
Really close. Oh, man. Maybe, yeah, in hindsight, maybe he should have war formed. Or maybe if you want to play really safe, you wolf form from Alicante to Cardiff, and then hide and then leave.
Yeah, yeah. I think
I
that
mean,
would yeah.
No.
Because by then he could have been away to the ocean by the time they jumped on him. So
Especially with no second renewed vigor, Consecrated Grand is then worthless. Because you're on a port city. I mean, CG wouldn't be completely worth of that situation because you'd be forced into South Atlantic and you'd be having to go up towards Britannica.
But then CG's played, you don't care. The only issue with Britain is CG getting played.
Yeah, excellent weather could also cause issues. But yeah, you could run out the clock, and I think you'd. I mean, if Vampire Lair got played, he'd be on what 4 influence. So then he needs to move 3 days anyway. So Vampire Lair's irrelevant with 6 influence on the board. So yeah, you could just go English Channel. Well, Wolfform wouldn't be available. But then actually you're not fearing CG then. Yeah, I mean, actually it was interesting. Warecraft said a thing in chat. The extra turn cost him, and I guess Warecraft was thinking about it from the perspective of hiding in Cardiff. But in this case, the extra move to Madrid cost him. I don't see how the Madrid thing was a misclick. Maybe in that situation, even though Van Helsing had forewarned, maybe you wolf form to Lisbon to try to then trick the hunters into thinking you've gone into Cardiff, which is the most obvious thing to have done. And then, Van Helsing wanders in. Okay, maybe he forewarns whatever you've put down, but it's only Van Helsing. And then it's a different story. You've only got one hunter to worry about. Yeah, Van Helsing could have killed with the stuff he had, but you could work around it. It still would have been tough, but maybe you have to play a little bit of a baiting game.
It kind
I go
of
to
it
Lisbon.
brings up the old debate as well as to when do you play your cards, because he played all his fighting vamps in the first week with rumor
Yep.
tokens, which got the 6 points. It meant at the end he's only, because he didn't reset his deck, he didn't dark call, so it means at the end he's only thrown down things like rats might have been all he had, or saboteur, and all of a sudden you don't have anything to defend yourself at the final
Yep.
battle. But then so I mean the I thought the stage where Seward and Godalming were fannying about in Constanta and Varna was a stage where he could have either he could have done the Valona thing, and kind of laid a trail and tried to go for it, or certainly the hide in Cagliari and forced doing some damage to Van Helsing before the fight.
Yep.
Would have been a bigger one, because then you could try and kill him, and then that's it. It's a case of he's got to, you would then let him supply at night. Again, he threw down Aristocratic, didn't he, on Cagliari? So he
Yes.
was obviously out of vampires. But I mean, you could have thrown down a wolf and a rats, or 2 rats, or that's 4 damage, and then you do 4 at night, kill him. So I think that was a couple. I mean, to be fair, I think Terminus in his last match, whilst it was a great match, probably did get lucky with regards to the move to Alicante, and because the Hunters didn't make the moves that they probably should have, which would be more prudent. And obviously tonight he's tried to do the same again, albeit rather than do this a basic rule form to keep yourself on the coast, knowing CG's going to be there, then he's kind of painted himself into a corner. And obviously this time Fangs was prepared for it. So yeah, it's I mean, both made for great matches, but even so, it was. He could have made it. He could have made it easier for himself, Terminus, and he could have got out of there before.
Yeah.
The CG was thrown down.
But then we've seen it now because of the Consecrated Ground game played. Imagine Consecrated Ground didn't exist, like Warcraft's saying. Didn't see the CG play coming. I thought walking across Spain was pretty safe. If there was no Consecrated Ground, walking across Iberia and laying down more stuff is just great, because you're delaying the Hunters even more. There's that rumor token, but at the same time, maybe you have to play it in the sense of that rumor token in Alicante is my insurance policy. That's the thing that's going to buy me time while they're faffing around trying to get stakes and things. And maybe it's possible they could have supplied a stake really quickly because of the item deck reset and stuff. But you don't know that. You have to play the odds a little bit. And maybe think, okay, I'm just going to play extremely safe, get onto the port so nothing bad can happen. And if suddenly I discover, oh, they're not coming towards me, I've got loads of time, CG hasn't been played, okay, I'll muck around on the South Atlantic port. I'll go to Lisbon first from Alicante, and then go down to Cardiff, and then hide, and then leave or something.
Yeah, I think you would have tried to get to the port first. I think because the vicinity of the Hunters, you wouldn't have had long to spend on Iberia, regardless, even if CG wasn't a thing, because you knew Godalming had chartered carriage. You'd be worried about renewed vigor, and you could be thinking like, these guys could jump on me immediately from where they were, because you had Van Helsing and Mina in Barcelona, Seward was there, and Godalming had moved down as well. So even if he had, say, rule form to Madrid, your next move would have to be one of the ports. And then you'd be thinking, right, actually, you know what, I'm going to go now, because of the fear of either CG, which you wouldn't really have because you're on the port. My concern would be if they jump on as renewed vigor, and knowing how Fangs had failed the last time, he made sure that both Hunters have got forewarned. You could be in the same scenario there, which is a 3-on-1 or whatever, or heroic leap or something. So yeah, it's like, and again, it's easy enough to say when you're commentating, you don't have that, but that's always a concern, is you overstay your welcome somewhere thinking, I've got plenty of time, and then you stay that one extra day, and all of a sudden 3 Hunters are on you, and you go, oh right, I should have left that night before. But then again,
you don't know it until it happens. That's the problem.
That's it. And if you got to sea, then the risk is CG is still kicking about. So therefore, you're then forced to go north. You land in Britain, or you land and you kind of think, well, hang on a minute, CG must be getting played at some point. And you'd have to go to the sea 3 times to land effectively, and it gives Hunters free time to either clear a trail or to just supply up and get the cards they want. So yeah, I mean, it's spinning plates, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Yeah. But Terminus got it last night, and Fangs got his tonight. So
yeah, I mean, across the 3 games, they were very close all round. That little bit of extra experience that Fangs has got was just the sort of just that tipping point, right? I mean, Terminus is in chat saying that confident that he didn't have the Heavenly Host. The problem is he only needs to draw one, because there's already one in circulation, right? Two got used. One was still remaining somewhere in the hand. So then all Fangs needed was to draw one. And that Heavenly Host can easily just go to the top of the deck. So yeah, and I think it's almost like I was questioning why the CG was getting played in Santander, but it's almost like this bait of go on, go into Cardiff. It's completely safe. It's open. I've got a sense of emergency. So maybe then you have to play it in the sense of, oh, I'm going to wolf form to Lisbon because it's as if the hunters want me to go to Cardiff, right? So I'll do the thing that they don't expect me to do, perhaps. Bill Tays, if there's a renewed vigor, Godalme can get Chartered Carriage into Madrid, and then Fast Horse onto Lisbon, and then that rules it out one way or the other, so you can end up with 3-1, but that's with renewed vigor, right? So I think maybe, yeah, Lisbon might have been the play, because then would Van Helsing would have taken that one-on-one fight after using Sense of Emergency? I don't know. But yeah, Tony's saying he had no fogs. I mean, that's unlucky not to have drawn them, but then...
Oh, wow, okay.
I think then it's really tough. You're having to sit there going, do I make more land moves in order to try to get that encounter economy cycling, or do I just play really safe in the sense of I haven't got fog, so I'm just going to get to a port sooner, and if they close in, I know I can't defend myself, I'll just leave.
Ooh.
That might be the way to do it, or through that desecrated soil. But maybe there was a desecrated soil on the trail, but then it didn't get triggered. Again, easy in hindsight. If there was a situation there where you had a strength on Seward and then a Fang on Van Helsing, then suddenly that's weapon down, that's 3 damage not taken. You've only taken 5 health rather than, what was it? 6 plus 4, 12 health, essentially, right? And then you're looking at a different game then. Dracula would be weak going to sea, but no Rufus Smith, because most fighting turns have been used. You can run out the clock, there's a rumor token they have to be dealt with. So, I misclicked and matured Cagliari instead of layering. Oh. That was the misclick. Oh man. I really hope you didn't lose your fog because of that misclick.
Well, no, because he only had aristocrat. Oh, do you mean he didn't layer Cagliari anyway, though?
No, he didn't. Even if there's no encounter there, you get the choice of layering or maturing. If you mature, but there's no encounter card to mature, then it doesn't go into the layer section. Because there are times where you don't want to layer. Because you got a really good hand of cards, you don't want to layer any of them. It's a location that you don't want to layer in. So it's important that you can mature even if there's nothing to mature. Oh man. For terms of saying, I mean, we'll never know, but I really hope the fog is not the next thing in the deck. Because that would have saved you. You could have fogged Seward, and then it would have still been tricky because you had to obtain quite a lot of points, but you had Wolf Form available. There's a vampire to deal with it. Well, I assume there's a vampire to deal with in Alicante. I don't know if it's aristocratic or not. Fangs saying I had great strength in Aggie. I was confident enough to do a one-on-one. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Van Helsing's not dying then, or less likely to die, but would you have done enough damage to Dracula? You could have easily done enough damage to Dracula one-on-one with a knife and Heavenly Host. Yeah, of course you could have done. And there's also a third item that we don't know, I think. So, yeah, who knows? We won't know.
With Aggie in play, you don't worry. Dracula you would have used Fangs on the Heavenly Host to get rid of that Hunter anyway. It doesn't matter taking the 2 damage because again, it's better than taking the 4, and you're going to be just breaking even to what you were at anyway. And then you've only got to fight Seward, who's already shown you his knife, so you would have a more chance to do that. And then, as you say, go to sea afterwards to kind of cover it. So, yeah, I would still be a bit concerned with that because Aggie's. If you're looking to escape, if you're in land, Aggie's good because if you try, it rules out escape as bat. If you're on the coast and you go to the sea, then you're eliminating 2 of her movements because you're not going to escape as mist or try and escape as bat.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just tight. Yeah, it was just.
And also, if it was Lisbon, then the escape as bat wouldn't be possible through Santander. So the movement would be a lot more limited then.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, like rule form to either Lisbon, Cadiz, or go back the way when it was like there's only 3 places you can be at, and as you said, trying to go to Madrid, the closest, Gaddafi would have found him straight away, so that would have been effect, unless it was fog planes straight away, but he didn't have any. Again, as we know now, that could be a 4-on-1, and that's death, regardless how good you are. But no, that's that was good. That was
3 very close games.
good. Yeah, they're fast players. There's no fanning about. They just get stuck in and get moving on with it, and that's it. So that's the first of the table. So then it's Mr. Green sitting back to wait to see if he's facing Pizza Wizard or Aerial now.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, congratulations to Terminus for first tournament, make it to the quarterfinal, 11th seed, so finished 11 out of 18 in the league, but then knocked out Strider in the first round and pushed Fangs of Fire to the brink. Pushed it to a tiebreaker. 3 really close games. I mean, both players could easily look at things on either side, and so yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. That wasn't a kind of a mistake by a player that lost the game and various things. That was 2 very well matched players going after each other on both factions. So that's congratulations, Terminus, if you're still here. Again, that's the caliber now you're getting. These, you don't even want to call them newbies anymore. New players to the game, let's call it. That they're coming in and they're fearless. They're just combat is we've seen a turn in the combat. Yeah, it's just and again, it's like you said though. There's so much material for them to look at on YouTube now. With all they can really collate a lot of information about their opponents before they even play, just by watching the the videos about that. So that's always handy for somebody else coming in.
Indeed.
But
yep, and yeah, so well done to Terminus, of course, and I think Terminus is sort of a new player who's benefited from the system in this league, where maybe found the first couple of phases difficult, but then because there were more games he was able to play, meant then that experience gap was then overcome, and then playing against people of similar ranking was able to overtake and get into that top 12. So whereas that might be in a previous league system, Terminus could have easily been eliminated phase 1 and then not had that chance to progress through and show off. So really good stuff, and congratulations to Fangs for making it to the semi-final. Yeah, I've seen in chat the Scots Sword Slayers reporting for duty. Well, we'll see. In
fact, if Fangs is still in there, if he's still in the chat, then the inspired search by Rufus into Valona on day 1, I'd be interested to find out how he thought that would be a thing. Because that's just, it's needle in a haystack, but to do that, he must have had...
With an ally, by the way, not with hired scouts.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then 2 hour scouts followed anyway, so he could have allied Rufus and then had 4 chances to find it after Evil Presence as well. Yep. So, that's a divine intervention there. But, really congratulations to both.
Really good going.
And,
by both. Thank you, Roscoe, for commentating with me.
No, thank you. That was 2 good games to commentate on. I may come back for the final. It depends.
We'll let you know.
Depends when that comes, whenever that is in Christmas time. And I'll be certainly watching your match. So good luck to both. In fact, good luck to all the players that make it to the semis. It's been a hell of a tournament, and they all deserve to be this far anyway. And it's going to be interesting to see whoever gets to the final. Obviously, it's going to be a deserved one. Could it be, and I'm sure the gallery have already thought this, could it be a Pizza Wizard Scott Sword final again to decide a tournament? Well, now
we'll have to see.
The planets have aligned.
Yeah, we've never been in the same sort of title race for a tournament, because I wasn't in the previous one, League of 2023. In the first league, even though Pizza Wizard was in the final league, it was me and Werecraft at the top. We do have our sort of rivalry from the American versus European sort of exhibition match. So we did that. That is not official canon, by the way, but we played an exhibition game, so there is rivalry from that, and also from the Immortal Invitation as well. So yeah, we'll have to see. But then that's assuming Pizza Wizard gets through past Aerial, of course. We can't rule out Aerial at all. And then Mr. Green's gonna have something to say about that. Fangs will have something to say about our semi-final. It's
Mr. Green, Fangs, a veteran of the game, Mr. Green, and a kind of relative newbie to the to the thing with Fangs. Who knows? So yes, it's good. It's 4 characters that who knows what's going to happen.
We'll have to wait and see. So yep, the other semi-final, the other quarterfinal is getting played later today. I think it's going to be in about 2.5 hours, more or less. I don't know if I can record it. I've got a very early start tomorrow, so I'm probably just going to say I'm not going to be able to record it, and not even tempt myself to try to record it. But hopefully somebody else can. If not, Piece of Wizard will hopefully record his perspective, and we'll find out the result tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, semi-finals will kick off whenever people are ready and want to play. Yeah, not many games left. We'll have the semi-finals, and then there'll be a third-place playoff, and the fight. Well, if the 2 players want to play a third-place playoff, then they can, and then the final, of course. So not many games left at all.
Nobody cares about third place. Fucking hell. Just
apart from the person who wins
it.
and gets third place.
It means fuck all. First place or nothing. That's all that matters. Nobody cares about silver. Nobody remembers who came second in anything. So, honestly,
I want you to go up to every Olympics silver medalist has ever been and tell them that nobody cares.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now you tell me one. You tell me the name of one of them.
Any silver medalist from the Olympics, I've just gone.
Go on then.
I can barely name any gold medalists. That's the problem.
Or name me one gold medal winner.
I can't remember her first name, but Ledecky,
there you go. Yeah, so that's what
American swimmer.
My point exactly. Nobody remembers second place, so fuck them.
Yeah, because she won by a country mile every time.
Listen, do you ever watch third place match in a World Cup tournament?
Yeah, if it's free on the telly, why not?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, your pause accused you there. Well, I won't be watching any third place bollocks. Whoever wins wins. That's what it all comes down to. So I'm going to go and get some food now, and
same.
I'll keep an eye and see what's going on. But thanks anyway. Chat, nice to hear you all and speak to you all, and I look forward to watching the next game.
All right, thank you, Roscoe, for commenting. And I'm gonna quickly sign off. I got to have dinner as well and get ready for tomorrow. So yeah, take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, we'll see you in another live stream or game very soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.